last time. Yeah, recording is started. You remember which topic we did last time? Yes, anyone? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yeah, hi Kshitij. You remember which topic we did last time? Yes, no.
Just a second, sir.
Okay.
We calculated some multiple minimum count all those values of a set of numbers.
That was long back, the calculator we did.
Not a calculator, uh, but we printed numbers, then we calculated the sum. Yeah, this
Yes,
one.
that is looping, right? I had shown you looping, right? Last time. Do loop, for
Yeah,
loop.
yeah.
Any queries, anyone in the loops? No queries. But if any queries, you can get back to me anytime, even after the class. Okay. So today I will start with file handling. Any idea what is file handling in VBA? What do you mean by file handling? What are files and folders in Windows? Any idea? Can I say file and folder are objects and I can handle them through VBA? Oops. Yes, no. Okay, let's begin with file handling. Files and folders are basically, you can say, objects in Windows. In Windows, we make a folder and then we make subfolders, and then inside we store our files. Right? Files are of different types: Excel, PDF, Word, or any other file, TXT, any document. So, is my screen visible, right? So, this is a small program which checks whether the file exists or not, a particular file. So, in my case, my file is iaqslecture.jpg, right? There is one file here, iaqslecture.jpg, just some screenshot of a calendar. So, the code will first take the path, a variable I have made, file name. File name is a variable which will store the path. Path means the folder path here and the file name along with it. Second is if file exists or not. dir str file name. dir str file name means it automatically checks whether the file is existing or not in the folder. Dir is for directory, command for directory. Okay. Then if file exists, this is a variable. If file exists is blank means the file does not exist. If the value of the variable is blank means the file does not exist, or else if it is not blank, it contains some value, then the file exists. Okay, I'll share this small code with you. You can try it in your Excel file. You can change the folder location and the file name, and you can take any file, any JPG file. So I'll just run this program one by one. First, str file name, which is my folder location, along with the file name iaqslecture.jpg. Okay, str file exists. Yes, see, str file exists means it checks for the file. If it is there, it will store the name of the file in that variable, which means the variable is not blank. It contains some value. So if it is not blank, contains some value, it will go in the else part and it will say the file exists. Okay. If I change the file name over here, I'll say IAQS lecture1.jpg. So IAQS lecture1.jpg does not exist in the particular folder. In this case, the value is blank, dir str file name, which checks whether the files are there or not. The value is blank. It will say file does not exist. Okay, am I clear with this short code or any doubts, any queries? Now the second code is we check whether the folder exists or not. Here we are checking whether particular file in the folder exists or not. Here we check whether the whole folder exists or not. So the same code I have copied paste. The only difference is I have only given the path. There is no file name over here. And the path consists of the folder name IAQS teaching. So IAQS teaching is my folder, right? If I go back here, you can see IAQS teaching is my folder. And I'm giving here whether folder exists or not. That is a variable. So directory, same code as we gave in the file name. Directory str folder name, which is my variable, and VB directory. If I give VB directory means it will check for whether the folder exists or not. Here I am not specifying anything. So it will particularly check whether the file exists or not. If I specify something, then it will be the parameter which I am giving to the function, system defined function, which is the directory, which checks whether the particular file or folder exists or not. If you do comma over here and see, there are lots of options. Hidden files, normal files, read-only files, system-defined files. You can check, you can give these options parameters and check any type of file in the macro exist or not. I'm sharing this small code with you. Okay, if I run this code, str folder name, IQS teaching, folder exists, yes. Folder exists has taken the name of the folder, means yes. It is not blank, so it exists. Okay, just see, I am changing the folder name over here, IQS teaching 1. So there is no folder by IQS teaching 1 in my computer. In this case, the variable will be blank. dir str folder name VB directory, it will check whether the folder exists or not. The variable will be blank. And if the variable is blank, the folder does not exist. Okay. So am I clear with the file and folder handling over here? I hope it is working at your end also in your system Excel.
So does this function read PDF files?
Yes, it will read PDF files also.
Actually, I tried, like I executed this code for a PDF file, but it is showing that the file is not present.
Which one? First one or the second one? I have shown you
The
two codes.
first one, sir.
Okay. Then have you specified the two variables correctly? If the first one, then it will be, the this. folder path, and the file name. Because I have hard coded the path, it will take my desktop location. See users, my name, desktop, online class, IQS teaching, then my file name. You have to specify your file name correctly. If I have understood this short piece of code, I will just change the code and show you. Without specifying the file name, I can give the path automatically. The VBA can take the path automatically from where the Excel sheet is saved in the folder. So is the code working with you, Priyanshu?
Yes, sir, like I changed the code according to my file.
Okay, so is it working? Can be anything. If you are, it's a short piece of code. If you see, everything depends on your this variable. Whatever value you give to the variable, everything depends on that. If you
So
change the name of the variable, yes.
I have shared my code. Can you check and tell if there is any like error or something?
Okay. str file name. You have a P drive here. Complete actual science VBS job tutorial PDF. File access str file name. File existent. I should work. Just do one thing. Just check. Go in tools, references, and just check whether these references are there or not. Microsoft Office 12. I have a 12 version. You might have more versions. Microsoft Script Control, Scripting Runtime, and Scripted Library. These three references you have or not in your VBA. If it is not ticked or not checked, you can go down and just check
Sir,
it.
how did you? Sorry to interrupt. How did you open this dialog box via tools?
Tools references. Tools references. Tools references basically these are the system type libraries, DLL which you call, in which these keywords are there. Whatever words I'm using here, dir, if, else, these are the keywords which you see in the blue color. These are registered in a library called as DLL, Dynamic Link Library, which VBA uses to understand whatever code we write. These are the basic libraries which will be there in your Excel. If it is not there, then please tick it. Microsoft Swift Control, Scripting Runtime. Yes. Is it working now?
Yes, sir. Just a second.
Okay. Anyone else who is trying along with me live here, apart from Priyanshu?
Sir, it is working now, but I just wanted to ask that do we need to like select these options all the time because I had selected these references last time. So do we need to do it each and every time?
No, 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 just once. Or else you can, what you can do is save your file, then just open a blank Excel. Okay. Do not open any file, just open a blank Excel workbook and just see what references are selected by default. Because when you open a blank Excel, then maybe some references are not there by default. So you have to just click and set it. For example, I'll just close this file, open a new workbook and just do Alt F11. So there are no modules, nothing here. I'll just go to references and see. So by default, only four references are selected for me. Okay. So whatever code I write here, if I write file management code here to check the files and folders, then my code will not work. Why? Because my those three references are not selected. Okay, it will only work where those three libraries are selected. This way. If I want to make it by default, then I'll just select those references and just do OK and save it. Sometimes it comes automatically, sometimes it does not come automatically. Let's see. On a new Excel file, Alt 11, tools references. Okay, in my case, it is not coming automatically. So every time I make a new Excel file, I'll have to select it. Or if I save the Excel file once with that reference, it will be there. Okay, see. If I write the code and select the reference and save the file, it will be there every time with me. But if I make a new Excel file and start the code from the beginning, then it will not be selected sometimes. So in that case, you have to select it. So whenever you try any code, maybe it's any application, Internet Explorer or PDF or any other application, Outlook or Chrome or Firefox, you have to select that particular reference over here. For example, if I do some coding, some testing on the Internet Explorer, then there is one reference, Microsoft Internet Controls. If I am testing VBA code on some HTML website, so there is a reference Microsoft HTML Object Library. This way, VBA has its particular references. References are nothing but libraries, DLLs, Dynamic Link Library. These DLLs, Dynamic Link Library, stores the information of the keywords, which are system defined keywords. And it is like a Oxford dictionary. You have one word, you are opening the Oxford dictionary, you are searching it over there. So library is like a Oxford dictionary. I'll share one reference with you, which is Microsoft Shell Controls. Shell Controls means basically CMD. We have a command prompt in Windows. Whatever command I give here, make directory, current directory, CD desktop. Then cd Puneet again. I have a folder on the desktop which is Puneet. So whatever commands I give here on the command prompt, if I have to do the same operation using VBA, then I have to select Microsoft Shell controls. Shell is basically the command this way. If I do not select this library, then those codes will not work. So this is just a small example of the VBA library. I hope the code is working for Priyanshu and Kshitij, right? And anyone else who is trying, Shika, Rishika, I don't know if they are present here today. Rishika is there. So anyone who is trying, okay. So Rishika, it's working with you. Both the codes, files and folders checks. So any queries, you can take 1 minute and read the code. Any queries in that, can just come up on call and just ask. Okay, no issues. I hope the code works for you and you have understood it. So I'll show you one trick. Here we are specifying the path hard coded, right? What if I give you this file and you save it in your folder, which I don't know which, you know, I have to hard code it. If I give you this file and if I tell you to test the code, then you have to specify the location every time whenever you test it. Correct? So in this case, what is the workaround? Workaround is I'll use the same variable here. I will say this workbook dot path ampersand at ampersand my file name here. Okay. What will this code do? This will take the path automatically. This workbook dot path. Now where is this workbook saved? This workbook is saved in IQS teaching folder. My computer desktop online class folder, IQS teaching folder. I have this workbook saved. Book handling dot XLSL. So it will take the path automatically. This one, right? Then slash IAQS lecture.jpg. See, let's see whether this code works or not. All right, IAQS lecture.jpg. See, it took the path. The variable has the value. It is not blank, so it will say exits.
So the path for the workbook will also have the XLSM file extension, right? So what about that?
No, the path will only take, this thing, only the folder name. It will not take the file name. This
Okay, okay.
workbook.path, it will only take the folder name. If I give this thing, this workbook dot name, then it will take the file name. Otherwise, it will take only the path of the folder. So generally, if you are, VBA developer and you are making some code for the client, so tomorrow if you share the file with the client, then we use the dynamic code here, this workbook.path. So dynamic code means it will work in any environment. You will not have to give the hard coded path. This is called as a static path, hard coded path. Every time I have to give this path over here if I use this type of pattern. If I use this way, this workbook.path, you are tension free. Where whichever folder I save, it will take automatically. You don't have to specify the folder, right? Same goes with the file name here. What I can do is I can again take str file name equal to path and just see the trick here. I'm not giving the full name. I'm only giving IAQS star dot jpg. Okay, space. Okay. I don't know the full name IAQS lecture.jpg. I only know there is some file in the folder which has name by IAQS lecture. So I am giving IAQS star.jpg. I have to give extension. Why? Because I have multiple files with the IAQS name. IAQS is there, IAQS lecture is there. My folder name consists of IAQS. Multiple files with the IAQS name. So I have to give the extension. Right? If so this code is purely dynamic. It will take the path name also automatically. It will take the file name also automatically. See, IAQS lecture.jpg, it took automatically. I do not give it. I gave star. Star means a wild character. Wild character. I hope you are aware of the wild character, right? Wild character is a system keyword, system defined character. Its definition is there in the library in which we had chosen. So it took the file name and the folder name automatically. IQS lecture.jpg, whether file exists or not. There is a variable there, it is not blank, so the file exists. See. So these are two ways basically you can make your code dynamic. Here it is. So I hope the code is working for you also. Yes. I'm waiting for 1 minute. Please let me know your answer. Okay.
So basically, whenever we want to search for a file in this like in this in this path, we just need to
Yes.
write its name in the inverted commas, right?
Correct. Along with the wild character. If you do not put the wild character, it will not give the file. It will not catch the file. Along with the file extension. Do not forget the file extension. There are 3 4 ways to do in Excel, you know. I'll show you one more way. Okay, Darshan has messaged. So there are only 4 students who are replying to my answer. I don't
So
know
can you
rest.
go to the module? I just wanted to look at it.
Yeah, sure. You can read the code, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because in my Excel, there is no option to change the font size of the code. I have to see where is that option. How to change the font size of particular window, VBA window. If you get this option, then please share with me how to change the font. Oh, it's here. Options, editor, fonts. I take 12. Yeah, done. Can take 1 minute and let me know on the chat box. Hi, so is it working? There are two questions basically. Is the code working? And have you understood the code? Hello, anyone there? Yanshu, Satish, Darshan is working and understood. Nice, good. Rishika, what about Priyanshu? What about Rishika and what about other students? Oh, Shreya, nice, nice. So I'll show you one more trick.
So
It's like
basically, in this
yes,
recent code, we just need to mention the file name, right, and nothing other than that. It will find the path on its own, right?
yes, it will find the path on its own. You're correct.
Yeah. So I don't know why, but still it is saying that the file does not exist. I tried with two different files also.
Then I guess you please share your screen and show me. Otherwise, you share your code because your folder structure, my folder structure will be different. So it will be little difficult. But you share your screen if you want, Priyanshu. We can take 1 minute.
Sir, I have shared the code.
Okay. Complete VBA book. You are checking STR file name. Okay, this is comment. Second one, this workbook slash VBA tutorial. Dot. Let me try your code. Saying VBA tutorial star.pdf. Let's see. I have book1.pdf. Okay. So what is your full file name, Priyanshu?
Um, sir, it is this only. Like I have mentioned in the comment, if you can check that.
Yeah. So VBA underscore tutorial star is your full file name.
Oh yes, so the file name is just VB underscore tutorial and star is what you had put asked to put asterisk.
No, no,
So yeah.
star I have put why? Because if I know only some particular word, for example, your full name is Priyanshu Mehta, right? So if I forgot, if I forget your last name, Mehta, if I only remember Priyanshu, yes, I had one student whose name is Priyanshu, but I cannot recollect his last name. So that way I'll write Priyanshu star. Means I'll get Priyanshu Mehta from my list of students. Star is a wild character, for example.
Acha, okay, correct, sir, correct.
Yes, that way. So you have written BBA underscore tutorial star. So what is a star? Star does not contain anything, right?
Yeah, sir. But still, it should be
So that
giving us the output now that the file exists.
it should give. What happens? Sometimes this star takes some empty value. For example, a space or a hidden value which you cannot guess that way. So
Sir,
let's see. I have book1.pdf. Let me change the file name to
I tried once without the asterisk as
once.
well, but still it is not giving the output.
Then your references are correct. These references which I have here.
Yes, sir, I had ticked them. I'll still check once again, but I had ticked all the three that you had mentioned.
Okay. Because I'm not sure if I can share the screenshot with you for these references in this Google chat. You have any idea? We can share the screenshots. Anyways, let me see. I have changed my file name to book one star. Okay. Let's see if it runs or not. See, in my case, it is taking book1.pdf. It will tell me file exists. So I think it may be the case of the reference only, or it may be some other case. This workbook.path, the code is correct.
But actually, when I'm executing and like when I'm hovering the cursor over that, it is
Mhm.
showing file name is equal to empty. Like in your case, as it mentioned the file name, that is not happening
Okay.
with me. So I think that is
But
where the issue.
why it is coming like that? You can share your screen.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Because today I'll not go very fast.
Sir, is it visible?
File handling, yeah, it's very critical topic, so I'll go slowly. Yeah, file exists, just your file name. Just maximize it, no? This workbook dot path. Yeah, just maximize it.
Yes, sir. I have maximized it.
Okay. No, the window is small. Like I'm getting the participants list here on the right hand side and a small box where I can see your screen. You can maximize the this also. Internal, yeah, this one.
Okay, just a second, sir.
Sure. Can maximize the entire VBA screen also and the internal tab also. Both options are there.
Sir, how is it now?
VBA tutorial. Yes, I can see. It went on the left. Just make the window bigger. Yeah, just yeah. This workbook.path. Code is fine. Just run it. Run it till str file exists. Wait, F8.
Sir, see, can you see it is showing file name is equals to empty?
Just do F8. When you run this line, now see, now check the file name.
Empty.
No, you have run the upper line. Whenever your cursor is on the yellow line, means it is yet to run. Yeah. Just put the cursor on the str file name and do one thing, copy str file name.
So
I'll
see,
tell
when
you
I'm
the
putting my cursor on file name, it is considering some other file which I have
Yeah,
not.
I'll tell you. Just copy the str file name. Just copy that variable. No, 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 just that variable name. Yeah, copy.
Yes,
Go
sir.
to view, immediate window. There, write question mark. Yeah, and just press enter. Just see whether it is taking the right file.
No, sir.
It is
It is
taking the right
considering
file.
the correct file name, but with the wrong folder. Like this is not the folder I was giving it.
Okay.
C
See,
drive,
the
and you're
folder,
having
yeah, so in this case, the folder is this workbook.path means it will take that folder where you have saved the Excel file.
so
Okay.
then how can I change this? Like I can change it from here.
No, you have to change. You have to copy the Excel file in that folder, your file which you are searching, and the Excel file should be in the same folder. As in my case,
See, this is
the
the
X,
folder, but in this, that file is there, na? So then,
but where is your Excel file? Excel file and PDF file are say in the same folders, then
yes,
only
sir.
it will catch. If
Yes,
you
sir.
use
Like
this
the
workbook
Excel
dot
which
path.
I'm running right now, it is in the same folder. So you can see this is the one I'm doing right now, and this is the tutorial file. It is in the same folder.
Then why it is giving that file is not there? Just do F8, just run
Which line, sir?
this
This
only.
one.
Yeah, F8. File does not exist. Oh, yeah, this is little confusing because it is taking the file, but it is telling that file does not exist. Or let's do one thing. Can you email me this code, your file?
Yeah, sir. Sure.
Okay, I'll
Okay.
check it and get back to you.
Okay. So can you just share your email ID once in the chat?
Yeah, yeah. This is my email ID. Okay, let me share my screen. Resume present. Okay, it's there. So is my screen visible to all? Okay. So the file and folder exist or not, you have understood the code, right? I'm really glad that you are doing it simultaneously with me live over here. And next, I will show you one more trick here. I'll again comment the str file name. What will I do is just see, just watch. I'll give folder link and here the value. So the folder link, I'll set the value over here. Okay. Or I can give the set folder also. This is my file name. And whether file exists or not, it will give me the output over here. What will I do is range B1 dot value and B2 dot value. Okay. I even do not need this slash here. Why? Because I'll be putting slash over here. Okay. See what I have written here. I am taking the value from the user input. I am telling the user to give the folder path. Okay. Let's run it. And the output will come in B3. Right. Here I will write, instead of message box, I'll write range B3 dot value. Equal to this. Double brackets. And the same goes with the else part. Right. What this particular code will do, it will first take the value from range B1, which is the folder link I have given. It will take the value from the B2, which is the file name I have given, and it will check whether the file or folder exists or not, and it will print yes, the file exists, and whether the file does not exist. That see, I got the result. Selected file exists. Okay, clear with this part? This is basically if I have a big sheet, multiple files, big sheets, many folders, many files, I can arrange my sheet here, data sheet, and then get and set value over here. And then you use for loop to check each and every file. Right? That way you have to use your creative mind and do some good thing. Clear this particular code? This is called getting value from the cell, picking a value from the cell, and then setting the value into the cell, returning the output.
So you have not sent the code for the returning the output in the cell part.
Okay. Returning the output is simple. Instead of message box, just type range b3 dot value. I'll
Okay.
send one this thing. Yeah. Wherever message box is written, I'll just write range b3 dot value. Range b3 is what? This one. So this particular code is clear. So I'm actually testing these codes, different combinations, different patterns on the file. The same thing you can do with the folder also. Same pattern. It depends on how you are taking the user input. Whether you are giving a static input every time the file is fixed, whether the folder is dynamic, whether the file is dynamic using the while character, or whether both are dynamic. The user is entering the file and folder name and just running your program to check whether the file exists or not. Same thing, see, if I do IQS lecture 1 and I just run this function, the file does not exist. It came here. It. The file does not exist. Why? Because I gave IQS lecture 1. Wait. If I give star, let's see if star is working or not. See, file exists. Yes, sir. While character also works this way. If you want to see one more thing, I'll give IQS star. Let's see if this works or not. If it str file exists. File name is what? IQS star. Yes. Str file exists. See, it took the name of the file automatically. The file exists. Okay. So I can make my sheet like this. I can put this here, put this here, put the output here. I can take this heading here and delete this, and make this little small. Arrange the okay. And I can specify multi-file files here, multiple folders, multi-file files, and whether it exists or not, the location. For example, I have book one PDF there, book one dot PDF, and whether the file exists or not over here, the output. Okay. So I have a homework for you. I want you to do this exercise. Use the for loop, put some folders here, files here, and put a for loop from row 2 to whatever row you have, and just check, give the output here. Okay, clear? So today's code is very short and very simple, checking the file and folders, right? in the last 5 minutes, let's take the attendance. Let's hide. Yes. Along with the attendance, please let me know. Have you understood both the codes, and have you tested both the codes on your PC, or will you test it later? Okay. Just a yes and no, nothing else. Abhinav Iyer. Yes, Abhinav Iyer. Yes, no. Abhinav Sharma.
Present, sir.
You understood
Yes, sir.
this class? Good. Ajay Danda. Alia Fernandez. Animesh Ate.
Present, sir.
Understood?
Yeah.
Good. Ansh. Ansh Jain. No. Aryan.
Yes, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Darshan Lodha.
Present, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Devansh.
Present, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I'm
Any
present.
doubt, get back to me, okay?
Yes, sir.
Any student, any doubt, get back to me. You have my email ID.
Sir, Ajay present.
Yeah. Dikshit Jain.
Sir, Ansha said he's present in the call.
Hello. The voice is breaking.
Sir,
Just
I'm
give me
present. My
attendance
mic was
quickly.
just not working then.
Yeah, yeah, I'll get back to you on that. Just give me attendance quickly in just, 15 seconds.
Aye, sir.
Dikshit Jain. Dikshit Jain not there. Drashti.
Present, sir.
Gunawant. Harshida. Harshida not there. Ishika. Just Rati. Just Datani. Just Punatar.
Present, sir.
Julie.
Present, sir.
Okay. Kshitij. Yeah, he's
Present,
there.
sir.
Madhya.
Present.
Mansi.
Present, sir.
Nikhil.
Present, sir.
Palak. Paraj.
Present, sir.
Pranvi.
Present, sir.
Yanshu. Rachita.
Present, sir.
Yanshu is there, right?
Yes, sir. Present, sir. Present, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rishika.
Present.
Rohil. No. Sabyasachi.
Present, sir.
Sahil. Sahil Minocha. Sahil Shah. There, not there. Samyak.
Present, sir.
Okay. Samida.
Present, sir.
Sanida. Sorry. Sayali.
Present, sir.
Shreya,
Present, sir.
then Simran, Dikshit,
Present, sir.
Tushar,
Present.
Arushi.
Present, sir.
Nice. Yes. Now you can ask me your doubts and queries.
Sir, can you mark me present because I am present? Ansh.
Okay, no problem.
Yes, sir. Ajay also.
Okay. So today
Excuse
class
me, sir.
is over. Yes.
Sahil Minocha is present. He's having some network issues.
Okay, no issue. I think attendance will be recorded automatically, but I want to be on safe side, to share this sheet with the Gansham sir, just in case it does not get recorded. So we have completed the lecture today, file and folder management, how to check a particular file and folder. Please let me know your queries in just 1 minute or else we are good to close the class. Yes, any doubts, please let me know within 1 minute. Okay, no queries. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye. No, I was connected on phone. Thank you.